Hey gamers, have you ever wanted to be as unstoppable as Aragorn with his ghost army in Lord of the Rings? Well, you just need just two key rituals in Absolum to make that happen. I'll put a quick flash of the rituals up on screen. Let's see if you can guess which two you need. Just in time for Halloween, let's build that infinite army of ghost skeletons to tear through your enemies in Absolum. I've been couch co-oping it with the Dark Elf Galandra since Absolum's release to bring you a variety of build ideas that are easy to assemble, powerful, and fun to use. Since this is a roguelike game, you won't be able to build that dream build every run. So this infinite skeleton army build is just one of multiple builds I'm going to bring your way in a build mini-series that I'm putting together to help you push further and further into your runs to beat the game. If you've been playing Absolum a fair amount since release, you've likely bought most or all of your upgrades you can with the crystals you've collected. So it's time to put those crystals towards build crafting. There are two key things you should unlock from the merchant Vikana the Joyful back at the home base so you don't have to keep playing ritual roulette during your runs. Those are ritual reroll and third ritual, which will give you 3 ritual options at the ritual offer after clearing a region and allowing you to use those hard-earned crystals to reroll the rituals if you didn't get an option you like. You can also unlock inspiration reroll by visiting Edrig the Stalwart, which will allow you to reroll inspirations after defeating a boss if you don't like the 2 options you were given. This is also helpful to hone your build even more to further complement the rituals you do select. Plus, there are far less inspirations than rituals, so it's way more likely a reroll will give you the exact one you want. The Infinite Skeleton Army build is completely centered around Galandra's Arcana called Draconic Ascent, and keeping that mana juiced up as often as possible. The first key ritual is Skeletal Arcana, which summons a skeleton warrior every time you use your Arcana. The second key ritual is Mana Bounce, which provides a percentage of mana back as orbs when launched enemies collide. Using Draconic Ascent will launch the enemies into the air, spawning a skeleton warrior, and then Mana Bounce will activate when those launched enemies collide to give you mana back to use Draconic Ascent over and over again. This build is most effective when you launch multiple enemies near the edge of the screen to make them collide more quickly. Before you know it, you'll be swimming in those mana orbs and you will have unleashed a whole army of the dead that can keep your enemies distracted while you're smacking them around all over the screen. With this build, you won't even need a co-op buddy to play with, and you can save your gold for trinkets to make your build even stronger, instead of wasting them on a companion. These are some useful trinkets to complement this build. First up is Gauntlet, which is impact hits do more damage, which an enemy is damaged when colliding after being launched. This fits perfectly with Draconic Ascent. Feather Charm is the next one, which aerial attacks will do more damage. Since Draconic Ascent always has you up in the air, your aerial attacks will always be doing more damage. The third is Tentacle Charm, which is a multi-target attacks do more damage. Since you're going to have multiple enemies up against the edge of the screen at one time and constantly hitting them all at the same time, with Draconic Ascent, you're going to be doing way more damage if you have this charm. The next one is Necromancy Mox. Necromancy ritual effects will be increased by 10%, and you'll make sure to get that Necromancy ritual option at the next ritual offer, which will be really beneficial because you know you'll be getting a necromancy option that can make your skeleton build even more powerful. Last but not least is Orb of Potency, because who doesn't want one more mana chunk? I also have some honorable mentions for other rituals to make this build even stronger. First up is Super Skeleton, which gives you a percentage chance to spawn a more powerful version of the normal skeleton, because why not? Skeleton Dust is up next, which allows skeletons to spawn with 3 sonic booms, which will automatically target the closest enemies to do damage before the skeleton even swings his sword. Skeletal Clash spawns skeletons when you clash an enemy, which is actually really useful against those juiced up enemies that you can't launch in the air right away. And the last recommendation is a combination of the Spectral Strike and Living Armor rituals. Spectral Strike takes a percentage of that damage dealt on each hit and returns it in armor. Then Living Armor automatically spawns 2 skeletons when you're hit with at least 100% spectral armor. This is how you easily and effectively raise an undead infinite army. What kind of build ideas have you guys been coming up with? And who's your favorite character? Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear your build theory crafting ideas and to see if you have a different favorite character than me. Mine is obviously Galandra. Next up in my build miniseries is my personal favorite build in the game. Let's just say you'll be waving goodbye to your enemies. Until next time, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.